My name is Mireille Kayeye. I'm from Burundi, and I'm studying civic leadership at the Presidential Project, University of Virginia. In Burundi, I work as a communication specialist for Family Health International, FHI 360, where I report all the projects that are implemented by that NGO that works for preventing diseases like malaria, HIV, and also health and sexual reproductive health. But when I'm free, I work with this network of association for providing assistance to victims of violence and injustice. I'm kind of the youth program coordinator for that network. I'm passionate about helping women, and when I met a girl who was suffering from, who was pregnant at that moment and who had HIV, she talked to me and then she was like, all this is caused by rape. I was raped. And I said, you know what? There is a place where you can come and you can receive help. But the help you're going to receive is going to be based on education and on guidance only, because we don't provide anything material. She said, yes, I would love to come and join you. She came to this organization where I work, and then she was happy to find a family. That's where we work. We provide training sessions on life competencies things, such as HIV, sexual education, financial education, but also we create community leaders who get back in their community themselves and talk and sensitize others. And most of the times what I do, I talk to a group of young people, girls and boys, and we talk about everything, and we talk about sexuality, we talk about the use of condoms as a way of having good health. We talk about teen pregnancies. We talk about STIs. We talk about how to deal as a young person and be healthy. I applied for this program because I always felt that I was a leader. I felt that I was a leader, but not a completed one. So I always wanted to learn more because I was passionate to see people helping others, and I wanted to be one of those. I consider myself to be someone who has an easy life in Bujumbura, where I live in Burundi, because I am able to wake up, have breakfast, I've been able to be educated, to study and receive a scholarship, do my master's degree, and here I am now. And whenever I can, I always helped women back home. I always talked to them, listened to their stories, directed them, explained there was always a way to find a solution whenever they had an issue. And that comes from back when I was a journalist at a radio station. I love talking to people. And in one of the stations, we were saying that communication is the key. Communication is the tool you use to create a conversation and to spread love and to help people to make a better life. I've learned a lot. But the most important thing, I'll say that it's the design thinking material that I got. It's this idea of actually identifying a problem in the society, and then you use empathy as a way to understand it. And third, you ideate. You look for a solution, something you could do to help improve and solve that problem. And then you create a prototype, you test it, you get feedback, and then after you continue with the plan. That design thinking changed my life, because that's exactly what I'm doing back home in Burundi. But I am at another level. I won't say that I'm at the beginning, but I understand better how it works, how I can create something to provide solution for society ills. We just had an interesting exercise, actually, which was to look at a picture and tell a story from that picture. I enjoyed that exercise. And at the same time, it is about being creative and innovative. You have to come up with something special that can engage your audience, and that's what I learned, because I tried, but I was kind of long and I couldn't finish. But I loved the exercise, and I could actually transfer the feelings that I had and transfer my idea to other people so that they could understand me better. Yes, YALI is all about teaching us as Africans how to find African solutions to African problems. And I got to discover that once I was here, because I always thought, well, Africa has many countries and we probably have the same issues, same challenges, but we never really got to gather together as united to find common solutions to us. And this is where it starts. I see in YALI a solution to us as leaders, and then once back we will implement the same thing and keep this important network to be able to collaborate and work together as a team to find solutions for the whole Africa. It has been fascinating, actually, to connect with American history. Always read articles and books, but this is kind of the first time that I get to be at the place where things are happening. And visiting that place in Williamsburg, understanding the struggles and the fights from African Americans was very important for me. It was a way to understand where we are now, to understand America, which is actually a country that is made by many Africans, and a country that struggled with racism, and a country that uses those differences as strengths, and that's a lesson. We might be different back in Burundi. We might not understand things. We might not be members of the same political parties. We might not be members of the same civil society organizations, but we have one objective. We want to build a nation which is united, a nation free of corruption, free of women's rights violation, a pure nation, and that's what I learned. We might be different, but we might be able to do it. This has been a life change experience for me, because I have 24 new friends from different countries, and I can't wait to visit them, first of all. And I loved listening to what they are doing back home. When I came here, I was like, I know I'm a leader, I'm good, you know, I've accomplished so many. But actually, this is a school to teach me that I need to be humble. I need actually to work with others, to know what they've been accomplishing back home, to learn from them, to use their experiences, to share the stories, and then to become better. And I can't wait to use the YALI network, the Presidential Project Network back home, to contact each other, to help each other, support via training sessions, because I've met lawyers, I've met journalists, I've met people who are working in the community with women, and all of those new friends are able to add something for me in my knowledge. So I think I'm going to rely on them in the future. I'm going to need them a lot. So I hope to be friends with them forever and to build with them a new Africa, an Africa that will have good leaders as we are. You should apply to YALI, because YALI makes you something new. YALI makes you discover something you even didn't know you were able to become. YALI made me know that actually I need to stop to dream, but start act. And this is the moment where I believe I'm gonna start to act more than I've ever done that before. So you need to apply, because you learn a lot, first of all. It's about cause coursework, it's about connection, network, it's about everything. For instance, I learned how to draft constitutions. I learned the rule of law. I learned how to negotiate better. I learned how to communicate better. I learned many things. I learned how to approach, how to understand, how to empathize with people. And I learned how to find solutions, which I believe is the best from all what I've learned from YALI. So you need to apply for YALI if you want to change the world, not the world only, but change Africa and also bring solutions back home in your country. As Mandela said, education is the best weapon we can use to change the world. And I believe in that quote. That quote is powerful. I believe that we can use this quote as leaders to improve Africa, our continent.